My name is Rene Brandel. I'm an engineering manager at Brex. My team is the cloud infrastructure team, which consists of a half dozen people, and we just manage everything AWS, whether it's going to be databases to networking and everything in between. The way I use Kiro today is to help me just make my life easier. I'm using AI tools, agentic tools in my day-to-day workflows. Kiro is a little bit different. Kiro allows me to kind of plan everything out. It acts like a project manager. As an engineering manager, I don't have a lot of individual contributor time. So the biggest benefit I get from Kiro is allowing me to make a spec of any feature or internal tool that I want to build. And used to, I would have to just do that myself. I'd have to go through and I need this feature, this feature, this feature, this technical implementation, this specification that's going to help me drive this thing. Kiro's killer feature to me is the way it breaks down the feature or thing that I'm building, where it's very digestible. So I can look and see through its thought process, where it's going to build a task or a test and step through every part of that. And the context management around that, where I can see exactly what it's doing and how it's doing it, gives me the ability to have a lot of insight, where some of these other tools are kind of wrapped around where you don't get a lot of that back. So if I want to make a revision or a change, I can stop it and do that. And I can also see what it's done. Spec-driven development at a startup is key to who we are. We're moving fast, we're iterating. When we get things tossed at us about what we should build, the system around Kiro kind of makes a lot of sense. We're not just building one little piece of a giant machine that's existed for 20 years. We're getting a brand new feature that's going to need a lot of bespoke things built around it. Whenever I'm designing something and say, okay, I want to build this particular thing, Kiro can take that, ask me questions around it as well, and we can have a conversation about what's the best way to build this, and then it'll start detailing out how to build it and how it's going to build it. So I have a say in every part of that process, can tune it the way I want, and we can implement it together. And that's what I think where Kiro is really helpful versus me just doing everything on my own without that AI to necessarily assist me, or on the other end of some other tools where it's still kind of a black box where I don't really see what's going on under the hood, making the decisions that it's using to build the things that it's doing. I think that's where Kiro helps a lot. It allows me to see its thinking and have a lot of input along the way. When it comes to what I'm looking for in a tool and the things I value, it's really going to be the kind of platform that it's built on and the tools that it's using underneath. So that's going to make me feel like I'm making a good choice when it comes to that particular set of tooling. When it comes to choosing Kiro, there's probably three things that I take in consideration. The first is what frontier model support that it has. And that's going to be huge for me because there's certain frontier models that are actually better at certain things than others. Having that flexibility, knowing what it is, that it's got a brand behind it, a model brand behind that I can trust, is going to make a big difference for me. Two, I think, is also the platform on top of which it's built. The other thing is about accessibility. It's so easy to get going because of those two things. It's just I launch this, it's a familiar platform using models that I know and trust, and I can just hop right in and get going. As a manager at a fast-growing startup like Brex, we've hit tens of thousands of concurrent users and tens of thousands of businesses across many years of being out now. I think Kiro is an important tool for us in order to move even faster. Any engineering manager should be able to touch code, hop into the technical aspect of things at any level that they manage. When it comes to Brex, it just allows me to just be so much more technical than maybe I used to be. I have so many different MCPs, features, different things that I've been able to build in the last year, Kiro being a huge part of that I just couldn't have done before, not without dedicating a large amount of time. Now I can build an internal tool set in a couple of weeks, have it out there for the stakeholders to take a look at, iterate it, and then hand it off to a team that can manage it long term, if not myself, where before that would take me months. So it just makes me move a lot faster than I used to.